Morning, people. Welcome back to the grumpy old git in the corner. Sorry about my absence yesterday. As most of you know, I don't always do a video on a Friday. Usually it's because I've got one or two mates that drop in. But yesterday was doctor's appointments, so that's why there wasn't a video yesterday. Some of you did inquire if I was all right, especially after my episodes and Pap's. We're more or less both in the same boat, and thank you very much for your inquiries to make sure I was all right, especially those that contacted me personally. That means a lot to know that there are caring people out there. And most of them come from the Pap community. But anyway, what are we seeing today? What did I catch up with? Well, the government are ramping up the fear factor again, obviously. And they've took it to the next level now with Boris not confirming, I will put it that way, that there won't be any more lockdowns. But with what they've done now, they've virtually brought the travel industry to a standstill. Dover's more or less at a standstill. Airports, cancellations everywhere. Thousands of people not being able to get on flights. And they're using all this for the continued destruction of this country, with no evidence, I might add, whatsoever. They've got no data, as nobody's getting tested, yet apparently they can tell that there's 5 million that have got something. And the only way I can think that they can find that number is by the number of absentees from work. Which a lot of people will be doing, especially the sheep. Hypochondriacs, because according to the government now, as they said in the week, everything from a runny nose to a runny arse and everything in between that feels wrong with your body is a symptom of the lurgy. So what do they expect? This is pure out and out propaganda, and it is there for everybody to see. It's the biggest load of bollocks they've come out with since all this started. And then we've got wishy-washy. Oh my God. Couldn't decide whether he was going to be American or English. British, I will say. But he's decided he's going to stay as a Brit. Could this be because he knew that he wouldn't get away with hiding stuff and messing around with taxes like he can here? Just a thought. He says his wife has done nothing illegal with what she does with her taxes and her earnings. So why have they backtracked and said they will now pay taxes in this country on her foreign earnings? If it's legal, why did you back down? That's another obvious one to see. You know, he's the Chancellor of the Exchequer. If there's a loophole to be exploited on taxes, he's the one that would know about it. And he's obviously used it to his and his family's advantage. Which brings, in my mind and my opinion, brings him in conflict with the job he's in and the job he's doing. So washy-washy, wishy-washy, bye-bye. That's where you should be going. Along with Patel. That woman should have been gone a long time ago. She's just an out-and-out failure at everything she goes near. And I thoroughly enjoyed watching her getting roasted in the interview yesterday. Telling everybody that they're doing everything they can and have been right from the start in France to help the Ukrainian refugees. Now, these are genuine refugees. I have no problem with them coming to this country whatsoever and looking for help. The fact that we're taking a very, very small percentage compared to Europe and other countries. And after she said that, yep, they've got their big visa application centres and everything in France, the reporter let her hang herself for a few minutes and then told her, well, I've been there. I've seen the help you're giving. He said 2 people sat at a table with a few packets of crisps. Patel, you're an embarrassment to this country, like the rest of the shit shower. You really are. They're all making themselves out to be the heroes, and they're far from it. Far from it. You know, they've got no integrity, no morals, and they've already proved and shown their contempt and even hatred for the people of this country. You know, they've proved this many times over the last 2 years, and yet still people follow them, believe them, hang on to every word, listen to what they say. I mean, you've only got to look at the alleged sniffer in Parliament that was exposed. Lines of powder on the table on a tin with a card used to chop it and cut it. I know how it goes, don't worry. I know how that shit works. What excuse do they come up with? Oh, it was an experiment. That's dandruff you can see there. Oh, why was the fucking credit card there then? What are you doing, buying dandruff? Do you really think that the public would fall for that? You absolute king clowns. You know, to me it just proves that everybody uses mental health as a defence now if they end up in court and what have you. But to me it looks like now mental health issues have really, really come out in Westminster. And I think a lot of them have been there all along. You know, maybe having money and power causes mental health issues, because it's certainly looking that way. And the reason I'm not saying much about the Ukraine and Russia and that lately is because, except for the refugees that are coming out, the rest of it to me is bullshit. It's propaganda. Zelensky is the worst one. Russia used to come out with a lot of propaganda and lies, but now it looks like Zelensky is way above them on that ladder. And as for NATO, sanctions, that is hurting this country more than it is Russia. Look at the state of it. But they can't see that. But anyway, people, it looks like it's going to be a beautiful Saturday. It's absolutely gorgeous out there, although a bit of a chilly start. I probably will go for a bit of a walk later, so if I don't get round to replying to any comments for a while, I will get to them. As you know, I'd never leave a comment unanswered. You know, I just may be out getting a bit of exercise, being as it's such a nice day, and that's one of the things the doctor recommended yesterday, along with some surprising news about my diet and cholesterol. Looks like I might not have to be giving up too much of that after speaking to a dietitian yesterday. But anyway, I'll leave that there for now. Thank you for your support. My respects to each and every one of you. And also from me, Thank you for your support for Dan over at Police Abusing Powers. Wonderful guy. And he's going through some awful shit at the moment with his health. As I've been. And I totally understand where he's coming from. So thank you for your support over there on that. But until the next one, as always, stay safe, stay strong. Do not believe anything this government is saying now. They are totally corrupted. Enjoy your weekend, people.